Been a bit since I've done a little walk with me, talk with me kind of thing. It's a beautiful day, so I decided to go for a walk. I'm gonna take you with me. If you haven't been here before, my name is Andy. This is Positively Andy. I'm here in Jasper, Indiana. I'm over by the Schnitzelbank restaurant. We're gonna go for a walk on the Riverwalk. Now, one of the best places you can eat in Jasper is the Schnitzelbank. I'm not gonna eat there today. I am gonna eat somewhere for lunch, but I'll show you where that is in a second. We're gonna walk past the Schnitzelbank though, and it is a great German restaurant here in Jasper. You can get all kinds of things like pork chop. You can get knockwurst and bockwurst and all kinds of things. I'm being barked at by the dog here, saying hello. Or just, hey, this is where I live, don't come here. I don't know which it is, but yeah, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the Schnitzelbank on the outside. You can see some of the improvements that they're making to the building. They've been making them for quite some time. I don't know when it's gonna be done, but they've been putting some bells on the outside and whatnot. It's kind of cool. But yeah, you'll get to see all that here in just a little bit. Well, as you can see, Schnitzelbank is usually very busy. It's right on this busy road. I'm gonna have to cross this road, and sometimes that can be a bit of a challenge. As you can see, the Schnitzelbank is right next to the Hampton Inn, which is a great place to stay. I'm not gonna go into the Schnitzelbank because it's busy. The Hampton is a great place to stay in Jasper. There's two really good hotels here in Jasper. We're gonna see the other one too. I'm a little biased, but I think the Hampton is probably the best place to stay in Jasper. They have some nice things and some nice amenities. Breakfast is always good. The people are always nice. I don't know if you can hear any of this because that road is really noisy. Yeah, I didn't think that through. I had to cross that road twice. And I don't know if you can see, but it's a busy road. We're gonna go where it's a little bit quieter so we can talk and maybe enjoy some nice, calm, peaceful moments. But first, we're gonna eat lunch. So, I mentioned the Hampton Inn, which is behind me, right by the Schnitzelbank. The other good hotel in Jasper is the Fairfield. Really, it comes down to whether you're a Hilton or a Marriott person. I tend to lean more towards Hilton. Yeah, it's up to you whether you're more Hilton or Marriott. But the Fairfield is right next to the river. The Fairfield is right next to the Riverwalk, which is just right here. It's not very far from the Hampton either, like maybe a block. It's really, they're right next to each other basically. Jasper has a lot to offer somebody who's coming to town to golf or anyway. I don't know why I'm making a tourist video here. I'm not not in the tourist business anymore. I used to be. I used to work at that Hampton, but I don't anymore. I'm not in that business anymore. I still like it though. I still like talking about tourism stuff. And you know, Jasper, oftentimes people give Jasper a bad name because there's nothing to do. Well, there's plenty to do. You just gotta look around a little bit and see. And one of my favorite places is just ahead. I'm gonna flip this around here so you guys can see. So there's the mill, there is the library and Tim Clark Cultural Center, which is really cool, and Just behind those trees is the Fairfield, like I mentioned. In the river center there, which is right next to the Fairfield, is a place called Cafe Pina. And I'm gonna try to get lunch there. But before I do, let's see what the river looks like. Ooh, the river's low, which means that, oh, this is good. You guys are gonna be able to see the little waterfall that's here at Jasper. Don't know how long the mill's open either. Flag's out, which says it's open. So maybe we can get to the inside of that too. Moving water is always so soothing and calming. You can just really just sit here all day and let it take you in. Now, in my last video, I showed you the tailwater area. This is actually the river that tailwater area feeds. I know I have a video on my channel here about this place. If you go back and look for the Riverwalk and the Labyrinth, I believe I talked about that house back there, a little bit of the history of the mill over here. And what the Patoka River is. And what the Patoka River meant to people economically back in the late 1800s. It's a place of historical significance. This is one of my favorite places to be because it is just so calming and nice. I mean, it's really pretty. So as we come around the corner here, you see some railroad tracks and the spirit of Jasper. There is a train station there, an old train station. Actually, it's a new train station that they built to look old, which is kind of cool. And it's right across the street from the River Center. The River Center is an apartment complex, and there's some restaurants in it. There's Owsley's Lounge, St. Benedict's Brewworks, and Cafe Pina. And that is where I'm hoping to get lunch today. Let's go see if we can. Well, that was delicious. I would eat that again. I had the spring chicken, which was really, really good. I posted a picture of it on my Instagram, so you'll have to see it. Go check it out on my Instagram, Positively Andy. But we're gonna keep walking here, and I just passed Owsley's Lounge, and we're gonna go check out the Riverwalk. I can't talk today. The Riverwalk. Okay, so the wind picked up while I was eating lunch, and wow, it got a little bit chillier out here, which I'm okay with. I can deal with the little bit of cold, and I'm going to be walking anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Yeah, I'm here at the rail depot where they park the Spirit of Jasper train, which is owned by the Jasper Park Department and is run by the French Lick Scenic Railway. You've seen me do videos about the French Lick Scenic Railway, so you know I know a little bit about that. It's a beautiful day out here. Isn't that wind? That wind is a little bit chilly, but that's okay. We all have our faults. We can't be perfect all the time, right? The weather can't be perfect all the time either. Well, I've talked about the history of the Patoka River here before, and how I used to take flatboats down to the Wabash and then to the Ohio River. It's weird. So in this video, you can see how, oh, my finger's in the way there. You can see how the river is just going that direction, but it's not really. It's because the wind is blowing that way. That's all just surface level. The river's actually flowing in that direction. I was hoping to catch some blooming flowers here, but as you can see, the daffodils were already bloomed, and the irises have not yet begun blooming. Lots of buds, no blooms yet. They do a really good job of landscaping this, although I see a few volunteer trees. I hope that they decide to move the trees into some other more suitable places instead of just cutting them down, but who knows. This part of the trail is really nice to walk down. Yeah, I like walking down this trail and just enjoying this part of the Riverwalk. I cannot say Riverwalk for the life of me today. The Riverwalk. It's just so beautiful and so calming to be here, and you know, it's not, I'm on a paved trail, so it's not like a nature trail as much. I prefer nature trails, as you guys know. I guess I shouldn't assume, maybe you don't know that. I prefer nature trails. This is a paved trail. It's still nice. I still get to see, you know, trees and grass and, you know, the river right here, but it's not like an earth trail where there's dirt, where my feet are hitting the dirt path. That's really the kind of trail that I like. So something I find interesting is that this little desire path that was created, whenever they built this, they made this path go around the tree, and then, you know, people just made that little desire path there. Oh, maybe you don't know what a desire path is. This path that I'm on is something that a man created. A person created this path. But then this path here, there it is. That path there was created just from use. And whenever a path is created from use and not made like intentionally, it's called a desire path. I think desire paths are really cool. Some of the really cool designs that I've seen, you know, where they've created walkways, have been where people, they've waited until people could use the space and then noted where people were walking and created the paths in those spaces instead of where they would plan it, thus making the desire path the actual path, which is pretty cool. I've shown you this before a couple years ago. I've shown you this labyrinth, and I still use this labyrinth to come and think. Anytime I need to meditate, it's just right back here. Well, when you find yourself in the middle, that's when you got to see yourself out of it again. It's kind of like life. When you find yourself in the middle of something, you gotta work your way out. This is a good place to do that. To work your way out of things. To come in, think about what you need to think about while you're working your way to the middle, and letting itself unravel and lend itself to your ideas as you move back out of the labyrinth. Now, I don't know if y'all would like. Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. Let me know in the comments. Maybe you would like a paper version of this that you could print and then write on, so that you can focus on your problems and use this as sort of a meditation. I can provide that for you if you want me to. Let me know in the comments if you want that. Everything is just so beautiful and green, fresh and new this spring, and I'm here for it. It's lovely. The weather is nice. All this green leaves and the green grass. Everything is just so cool. I've talked about this before too. Here, I'll let you see that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat to see how nature has just kind of reclaimed that. And now it just looks so cool. I love it. Oh, look at that sky beyond the trees. It's just so lovely. Let's explore this path. Let's see where it goes. By the way, just because it's 50-something degrees out doesn't mean that there are no snakes. There may be snakes down here. I don't know. We may catch a glimpse of one. I hope not. I don't like those things very much. Snakes are not really my friend. This is pretty cool though. Oh, you can see where some deer have been here. Maybe some other creatures too. Looks like something might have happened here. I don't know. I don't want to get too close. Slip and fall down in. This would not be a great place for fishing because these tree limbs are right here. But there's another trail here that goes just beyond this. And I would imagine that fishing here, where it's nice and open up here, just above the trail here, would be nice. That is a big tree. Look at that tree. Ooh, that is a beautiful big tree. Looking at this tree, and I'm hoping possibly maybe one of you can identify it. Thinking maybe it's a red oak. Possibly a red oak? Is that what that is? Those leaves are part of that tree. Is that a red oak? A pin oak? Is it an oak tree at all? I don't know, you guys let me know what that is. Alright, we're gonna head on back. Head on back to the main trail. So as I crossed over the river, I remembered that I was going to show you the mill. And so luckily it's still open, and I don't know for how long, but I'm gonna go see if we can get in, and I can show you a little bit of the inside. They're working on the water wheel. They're not gonna operate the mill. I do wanna take you inside because the inside kind of reminds me of an MC Escher drawing, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Check it out, they have a cool map outside the mill that shows you all of these great things that you can do in and around the area. Is by Du Bois County artists like Mr. J. Hamlin here. The Fairfield's in the way, but there's more beautiful stuff on the other side of the Fairfield. I wish the Fairfield wasn't in the way. Now remember how I said it's kind of like an MC Escher drawing here? Yeah. There are just stairs everywhere. Just stairs. Stairs going everywhere. They have a project going on here where they are gathering photos of different mills in Indiana, and they're asking for your help. Send your pictures there. As I mentioned earlier, this is an operating grist mill, but they are working on the water wheel right now, so that's not going to move. So friends, that's a pretty cool place to be, to come hang out and enjoy the local craftsmanship. You saw some of the items. You can purchase items that were made by local craftspeople that yeah, you can get it all right here at the mill. They offered me some cornmeal muffins that they made, which were really good, nice and buttery. He told me it's better if it's warm, but we can't keep them warm here, and it's totally true. But anyway, I'm gonna head on home. I want to thank you guys for coming and spending this walk with me, and as always, stay happy, friends. Let me back up here a little bit so you guys can see. You could then focus on your problem. I almost fell. Almost tripped and fell. That's a sock. Ew. I cannot say Riverwalk for the life of me today. The Riverwalk. Right next to the river. It's the river.